Hey, what's going on? It's Brian from Superboard Sunday, and I want to do 3 quick product overviews that you can find at Diversions, my local game shop. And right now, they're currently doing online curbside pickup. You can give them a call. I know they have these products in stock, and if they don't, they can order it for you. But I picked up these 3. They not just games; they have these games there, but I picked up the inserts, and that's what we're going to go over today. So I got the folded space inserts for Terraforming Mars, Teotihuacan, and Carcassonne. So we're going to start off with a little appetizer, Carcassonne, and then we're going to work our way other way. So I'm going to get these off the table, and we're going to get right into Carcassonne. Big fan of all 3 games. If you don't have the games, I recommend them. Obviously, some are the Teotihuacan and Terraforming Mars are a bit heavier than Carcassonne, but regardless, Carcassonne is a great entry level game, gateway game, and has a bunch of expansions. This specific folded space insert holds 4 expansions 1 through 5, so the base game plus 4 of the expansions, as well as it has another set of dividers for a smaller box if you get the other insert. So if you get expansions 5 or 6 through 9, you'll have inserts for those as well. So it's pretty cool. But we're going to see just the base game. I only have 3 of the expansions, but here we go. I'm gonna hop into it. Everything lays on top pretty well. They come with stickers here that tell you where to stick, on the things to kind of mark the dividers. But I didn't put those on there yet. And actually, I didn't glue this one specifically. I put it together really quick just so I can make this video to show you how neat it is. So you're going to see some of the parts are kind of wobbly like these right here. It's because I haven't glued them yet. But with a little bit of glue, as you'll see with the other inserts, they go together super easy and stick together. So on top, you got your scoreboard and all your pads here, all your instruction manuals. You have a bag here. I know the 3rd expansion, which is Traders and Builders, comes with a bag, but I use my own right here. The best part about it is it has kind of holders for all your pieces. So each player has their own set of pieces that you can give them. Say, here you go, set them out on the table, good to go. You have your own characters. But the coolest thing, and I won't be able to show much of it, do it justice here, is this tile tray. This tile tray holds all the tiles. You have your score tiles here, your river tiles here, and then for expansions 1 through 5, it'll hold all the tiles here. And what's cool about it is, when you play the game, all you do is set it up. You put it up like this, and now it doesn't do really good on the camera, but you can now just pick your tile, and then you're good to play. So it works as a tower as well, which is super cool. So you just put it out there, and you're good to go. And then when you're done with the game, shuffle the tiles, put them back in this thing, and you're just ready to go for the next game. So fits right in the box with no problems. And actually, I didn't glue this. I don't think I will. I mean, I could take it apart to glue it, but it's really sturdy. So then everything just goes back in the box as it came. We were supposed to put this in first, but there we go. So then you put these in there. Once I glue these, it'll be a little bit easier. Then you pop these back in here. Put the bag on here. My box has a little bit of lid lift just because of the bag is not the actual Carcassonne bag, but once I get the new one in there, it'll lie flat, no problem. You don't really need the bag now that you have the tower. And that's the folded space insert for Carcassonne. Now let's get into the other ones because they're some of the best things I've seen. Let's talk about Teo, since I have it right here. Teotihuacan. It's a heavy game, both physically and thinky. It's a heavy Euro game. That's one of my favorites. Has a good solo mode as well, but it's a gorgeous looking game. Has some cool things. But this is the folded space insert for that. And this actually, before I open it, it actually holds the pieces for the expansion as well, which is the late pre-classic period. I printed this out, and you should too. It's kind of a quick, they have it on the website on what it should look like when it's all assembled and how to put it back. Because what you do with this game is you're going to be taking everything out because everything is used in the game. So you would take it all out, spread it out, and then you would obviously have to put it back. So on top, you have some manuals. I have some teaching guides as well. This is the board that comes with the late pre-classic period for the orange tower that's added in that expansion. You have the awesome board. Huge too. It won't fit on this table that I have right here, but it's an awesome one. And then you have the insert. So holds everything super nice. I will say I do have some custom things that I've upgraded, like the stone. I have my own little version of a stone, this gold, and these wood I got at a craft shop. as well as the cocoa. But you can do it yourself, but it will fit obviously the base game components. But these components right here are my own, but it holds all the tiles in the components. So a tray that comes out, and you can just put on the side for everyone to go for. Underneath you have I believe these are the decoration tiles here. Put them out there. I'll leave those in there because there's nothing underneath. And then each player gets their own tray. So each player has their own set of dice. There's 4 players. Blue, yellow, red, black. Got the dice pieces, and then these are the expansion little figurines there, and then their resource multipliers if you have more than 5 of something. So those go back easily. And then right here I have, again, all of your tiles for the game in 2 separate trays. Take those guys out. Another resource tray for the cocoa and the solo tiles that are used in the solo game. You obviously have the pyramid tiles right here. Nice heavy ceramic pieces right there. And then what's cool about it is it holds these are the player powers, the gods and goddesses for the late pre-classic period expansion. And then under that are the boards that you can use to randomize your game, which is a super cool part of it. So those all stack there nicely. Then you would just slide these in like this. These are kind of freestanding as it is, but it's it all gets secured once you start putting things into it. Then I would basically put these in here, and all these come out. They're not glued into the box itself, so it's super nice. Everything just kind of fits in there as it should. And if you have this game, originally it just comes with a bunch of bags, and it's just so tough to fit everything inside in an orderly fashion. So I highly recommend checking this insert out because it's definitely going to help set up and take down the game easier and just make it quicker to play. Then you put everything back as you would. And again, I recommend printing out on their website. They have some pictures just in case you forget how to put it all back. It's right there. So that's the folded space insert for Teotihuacan, City of Gods, and it also holds the late pre-classic period expansion. Move that aside. Let's terraform Mars, shall we? Boom. Another heavy box. I'm going to get this one out of the way. So Terraforming Mars, awesome game. It just had a Kickstarter come out recently that I backed, and it got it came with all the expansions. And all the expansions, some are maps, some are little boxes, but this holds everything with one exception. If you back the Kickstarter for Terraforming Mars Turmoil, it came with some dual layered player boards. Those don't fit in this box. I just keep them in the Turmoil box, so I do travel with it. But if you don't have the dual layer boards, everything fits here, and you'll see. But it holds every single expansion with no box lift. So basically everything is in here. It can be stored vertically or horizontally, depending on how you hold games on your shelf. So that's a cool thing. Let's check this out. This is one of my favorite ones. It's just so easy to put together. Folded space inserts glue so nicely, so you don't have to worry about them falling apart. Even if they do, a little bit extra glue kind of helps it, hold again, so it's fine. All the manuals for all the expansions go here. This is one of the boards for the expansion. I believe it's Venus. Goes right there. These are the player mats that come with the base game. Like I said, the Turmoil expansion came with dual layer player boards in the Kickstarter, so they won't be able to be held in this box, but they're a cool accessory if you can get that. We have the Hellas and Elysium expansion boards. I haven't opened it because I haven't played it yet, but they fit right there. Again, it's so nice. And then you have the main board right here, which is set in there. I believe it's double-sided. Is it? It's not double-sided, but this board right here, Hellas and Elysium, are 2 maps, one on each side that you can use. And then look at this management, this resource management right here. So what's cool about this is it holds cards, and you can section them out to the different expansions, which I have done. They hold sleeve cards as well, so you can, if you want to sleeve them, but there are so many cards. I think the total amount of cards you'll need or sleeves are like 460 sleeves. So it's a lot. But you are doing some shuffling, and there is some randomness, so you might need to do that. But regardless, it holds sections for each card. I put my colony tiles here in this section. Holds a space for your water tiles right there. Underneath that is your colony ships. Those go there. All these come out as well. But they also have the tiles for all of the. I think these are the not the corporation tiles. This is the city tiles here. Greenery tiles right there. Fit in there nicely. You got your cards here. I also put these are my turmoil tiles, which you can pull out and just be ready to go with right there. So you can store them anywhere. I put them right there. Your other player aids I put there. And then what's cool about this is since it's a big game, it sprawls out amongst the table it's pretty massive when it's on the table. It comes with two resource trays for your credits, so your money in the game. It comes with two of these that are necessary. So you can kind of just put one over here, take this one out, put it on the other side of the table, good to go. Then it has the milestone tiles here as well as some of the markers here. And then we have player pieces, the colors for the players. And then, so they kind of just go right there. And everything fits back in the box easily. And it's cool, they have a little divot here that you can put. So you can kind of like grab them easily, grab these little cubes easily. And everything goes back in the box as it should. Again, folded space. I highly recommend their inserts. I know there are fancy wood ones out there, which I have for some games, but these ones just seem so easy. And if you have all the expansions for Terraforming Mars, this is one of the only ways to hold it all. And it's even if you don't, it's still a solid, holds the base game just fine with room to grow into it. I just happened to go all in on this Kickstarter. So putting it away is super easy. Again, put everything back where it should. Put your map over it. Ellison Elysium, get right over there. And then however you want to put it, the dual layer maps kind of go right there, nice and flat, so they're not sliding around. All the manuals, and then you have the box. So check it out. I know Diversions, both in Portland and Portsmouth, have a curbside pickup option. You should definitely check these out if you want to kind of organize your game a little better. And especially for, all these games, I think all three of these games could use some organization and folded space, like easy, like super cheap in terms of, it's great quality. You're not spending that much because it's foam board at the end of the day, but it's custom cut to fit these games and to like make it easier to set up and take down. So again, my name's Brian. I do a podcast called Superboard Sunday. I also do live streams of games as well on our YouTube channel, which you can check out. And let me know what you guys think. Enjoy, support your local game stores, and we will talk to you soon.